I am Dr. Milind Bhandare from Mahatma Phule Mahavidyalaya Pimpri, Department of Physics. Welcome to all TY BSc students under video lecture, Department of Physics. So I am assigned with the elective paper, same third, and name of the paper is Renewable Energy Sources. And the first topic is Introduction of Energy Sources. The energy is one of the most important component of economic infrastructure. It is a basic input required to sustain the economical growth. There is a direct relationship between the level of economic development and per capita energy consumption. Simply speaking, the more developed country, higher is per capita consumption of energy and vice versa. In India, the per capita consumption of energy is only 1/8 of global average. This indicates that our country has low rate per capita consumption of energy as compared to developed countries. So we have to think on it, and from today we all start to use non-conventional energy sources, and the best alternative is the solar energy. Now the energy sources is divided into conventional and non-conventional energy sources. Now the word energy defines the capacity or the ability to do work. It is measured the total amount of work that body can do. The energy exists in many forms, including the mechanical energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, nuclear energy, electromagnetic energy, gravitational energy. The motion is associated with all form of energy. For example, any object or body is in motion, kinetic energy is associated with it. And according to principle of conservation of energy and first law of thermodynamics, the energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So there are two primary source of energy, like conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy. In the conventional source of energy is also called non-renewable source of energy. In conventional source of energies are limited one, and they are consumed by the human being in many years. Now these non-renewable source of energy are decaying. That means they will finish matter, which takes the hundred of years. If you see the scenario of a energy source of energy, the source of energy is divided into two types: conventional source of energy, non-conventional source of energy. In case of the conventional source of energy, we have conventional source of energy, non-commercial conventional source of energy, and under commercial conventional source of energy we have coal, petroleum and electricity, and under non-commercial we have firewood, straw and drain dump. On the other hand, non-conventional energy sources we have bioenergy, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, energy from urban waste. Now the coal. First one is the coal. Now the coal, natural gas and petroleum, these are called as a fossil fuel. The coal is indeed vital source of energy. It is considered as a backbone of the energy sector for its use in industry, for transportation, electrical power generation, and since the event of industrialization, the coal has been most commonly source of energy. The formation of a coal takes place when the dead plant's matter decay and which converts into coal by high pressure and heat over millions of years. The coal is complex mixture of a compound carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and small amount of nitrogen, sulfur compound are also present in the coal. In India, it is mainly available in states like Bihar, West Bengal, Orissa and Madhya Pradesh. So there are 4 types of coals depending on percentage of carbon content. PET, carbon content is a 60%. Lignite, that is soft coal, carbon content is a 17%. Bituminous 80%, anthracite 90%. And from this it is clear that the PET is the most inferior quality of a coal, whereas anthracite is the most superior quality of a coal, and bituminous is the most commonly used in the household and industry. Oil and natural gas. Nowadays, the oil is considered as a liquid gold. The oil is made up of large number of tiny animals and plants which when die and gets trapped at the bottom of a sea under the multiple layers of sand and mud. The oil is widely used in the trains, ships, automobiles and planes. The natural gas is one of the most crucial source of energy in the world. Natural gas is formed when the several layers under the surface of earth. It consists of 95% methane and rest is ethane and propane. It occurs deeply under the crust of earth, either alone or as long with oil. It is a product of petroleum mining. The gas is available, that is natural gas is available in Tripura, Jaisalmer, Bombay High and Krishna Coin Godavari Delta. It is used in the domestic and industrial fuel. The natural gas is now also available in CNG, that is compressed natural gas, a substitution of a petroleum in automobile. Now electricity. Now the electricity is the form of energy flow, that is flow of electrons, that is electrical charge in one direction. The electricity is a common source of energy. It is widely used in the commercial and domestic purposes. The electricity can be produced using fossil fuel, nuclear power, and renewable alternative solar, wind, and hydropower. It is utilized in the electrical appliances including refrigerator, air conditioner, TV, washing machine. It is a product of a petroleum mining. Thermal power. The thermal power is generated at various power stations by means of oil and coal. It is generated using the thermal generator, specifically designed furnace. The thermal power plants burn fuel for the boiling of water and making a steam, and this steam produce, then it spin a turbine connected to a generator, and that produce the electricity. Now next one is the hydroelectrical power. Now the hydroelectrical power is produced by constructing dam above the flowing river like Damodar Valley Project, Bakra Nangal Project, Koina Dam Project. The flowing water creates the energy that can be captured and eventually turned into electricity. When the water is released from the reservoir, then flow through the turbine. The turbine spin the water and activate the generator which produce the electricity. Next one is a nuclear power. So nuclear plant use the uranium and plutonium as a fuel which is less expensive than coal. The majority of nuclear power is produced via nuclear fusion and nuclear fusion. The energy released by complete fusion of 1 kg of uranium is equal to the heat energy obtained by burning 4,500 tons of coal or 220 tons of oil. However, there are some limitations in the use of a nuclear power, namely it has high capital cost of a nuclear power plants, limited availability of raw materials, difficulties associated with the disposal of a radioactive waste, and shortage of a well-trained person to handle the nuclear power plants. Then non-conventional energy sources. The source of energy which are being produced continuously in the nature is called non-conventional energy sources. The non-conventional energy sources are also called renewable energy sources. These non-conventional energy sources do not pollute the environment and do not pollute the air. It requires less expenditure, and some of these sources are solar energy, wind energy, and tidal energy. The wind energy is generated by harnessing the power of a wind and mostly used in the operating water pumps for irrigation purposes. The windmill converts the kinetic energy of a moving air into mechanical energy, and that can be either used directly to run the machine or to run the generator to produce the electricity. In India, India is the second largest country in the generation of wind power. Second is the tidal energy. Tidal energy is generated by exploiting the tidal wave of a sea is known as a tidal energy. This source is yet to be tapped due to the lack of cost-effective technology. Basically, in tidal power station, water is at high tide is first trapped in artificial basin and then allowed to accept at low tide. The accepting water is used to drive the water turbine and which in turn to drive the electrical generators. Solar energy, so that is the alternative source of energy. The energy from the sun is called the solar energy. The sun energy comes from the nuclear fusion reaction that takes place in the in the sun. The hydrogen nucleus fuses into the helium nucleus. The energy from this reaction flow out from the sun and accept into space. The importance of non-conventional energy sources. Now, due to the increase in the use of a fossil fuel and rapid depletion of a natural sources, have lead to development of a alternative source of energy, that is the solar energy, which is renewable and environment friendly. The demand of energy is increased continuously due to the rapid industrialization and increase in pollution. Hence, the conventional source of energy will not sufficient to meet the growing demands. Conventional source of energy are non-renewable and these are bound to finish up to one day. The conventional source of energy is also cause the pollution and therefore their use degrades the environment. The large hydropower project resources affects the wildlife which cause the deforestation and creates the various social problems.